Don't you hate it when your stupid letters don't want to all fit on one line? It really makes me mad. We're gonna have to call that good because I can't get that stupid D to work. Hey, what's up you guys? The Curious Owl here, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is talking about your most anticipated reads for 2019. So there are a lot of books coming out in 2019 that I have already been seeing all over BookTube and Book Twitter, and so I'm really excited for a lot of them. There's only a few though that I want to talk about in this video, but I will be having a video towards the end of the year talking about all of the most anticipated novels that I am looking forward to. I'm gonna focus on standalones or beginnings of series because I think in my most anticipated reads for 2019 video, like the proper one, I'm going to focus on everything. So I want to focus on either the standalones or the first books in series for this video specifically. These are in no particular order. So the first one I want to talk about is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. This is the first book in the Gilded Wolves series, and I'm very excited for it because I've heard nothing but good things about Roshani's writing, and I have not read her middle grade novel yet that she did with Rick Riordan Presents, the Arusha story, and I want to be able to read it soon, but I'm very excited to see that this is a young adult series that she wants to start, and I'm hoping it's gonna be good. The second book is probably the one that is one of my more favorites if I was to really have ranked these, but it is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I am so excited because I loved The Hate U Give so much. I loved every aspect of it. I loved listening to the audiobook of it, and On the Come Up is a standalone novel that I'm really excited about because it is talking about the rap industry and all this stuff, and I'm very excited to see if there are going to be other influences of Angie's music tastes involved with this, as The Hate U Give was really based on Tupac's Message, which was a huge artist inspiration for Angie. So I'm really excited to see how her main characters' influences, how they correlate to Angie's. I'm really excited for that. The third book that I'm really excited for in 2019 is Slayer by Kiersten White. This is the first book in the Slayer series, which is heavily influenced on, and I think even a part of, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer world, I think. I think it's supposed to be maybe after the original story of Buffy. Now, granted, I have never really watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watched actually the side show that was done after it, or like towards like the end of it, which was Angel. I really liked that series a lot, but I had not ever really gotten into Buffy. So I hope that before this book comes out in 2019, I'll have watched Buffy, and regardless, even if I haven't watched Buffy by then, I'm still very excited because I've heard nothing but good things about Kiersten White and her writing, and I'm just very excited to see how this story plays into this world, and that if I have watched the series by that point, if reading it, I feel satisfied with how this story is compared to the original series. The fourth book that I'm very excited for when it comes to books coming out in 2019 is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is a novel I know pretty much nothing about. I don't feel like anyone's really talked about what the story's about on Twitter or on BookTube, but something about it, probably the fact that it's an epic fantasy, high fantasy, makes me really excited. I really like epic and high fantasy stories, and I've heard some really good things about how this one's turned out, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be something good, but I don't really know much about it. And finally, the last book that I am going to be talking about that is my most anticipated read for 2019 is There's Something About Sweetie by Sanya Menon. I read When Dimple Met Rishi last year, I think at the end of 2017, and I loved it so much. It was so cute and sweet and really taught me a lot, honestly, about Indian culture. And this book is supposed to be not a secondary novel to it. It's more of like a side story because it deals with a more minor character from When Dimple Met Rishi, and it's kind of his story when he meets this other girl kind of thing whose name is Sweetie, I think. And I'm just so excited. I really loved Sanya Menon's writing a lot, and I'm just very excited to see how this one particular character is going to fare in the story because I don't feel like there was a lot of him in the first book, which was fine since it wasn't a story about him, but I'm really excited to see how he does in this story. So there you guys go. Those are 5 of my most anticipated novels of 2019. Obviously, there is a lot more, but I'm going to be getting into that later on this month before the end of the year, and I'm very excited for it because there are so many books that are going to be coming out in 2019 that I cannot wait to dive into. There are several novels that are secondary or tertiary novels of series, or, you know, further on in the series than I'm already able to, you know, have read, but I'm still excited for them nonetheless. So if there's something on this list that I didn't get to, don't worry, I'm probably going to get to it in my anticipated video for next year. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about a lot of them. There's several novels that I'm still extremely excited for. I just wanted to pick the first few that I could think of to put in this video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.